Have you ever noticed that the loudest person in the room is often the weakest? We live in an era of constant noise, notifications, opinions, and the frantic urge to react to everything. We mistake movement for progress and volume for authority. But Stoicism teaches us a different truth. True power is found in the stillness between the noise. It is found in the things you choose not to say and the reactions you choose not to give. Today, we explore the 7 silent habits of the wise, principles that transform a fragile mind into an unbreakable fortress. If you are seeking a life of depth rather than just speed, stay with me. This journey requires your presence, not your haste. The first mark of a wise man is the radical acceptance of what he cannot change. Epictetus, a man born into slavery who became one of history's greatest minds, taught that our primary task is to distinguish between what is up to us and what is not. Most people exhaust their spirits fighting the weather, the economy, or the past. They scream at the wind, hoping it will stop blowing. But the Stoic understands that the wind will blow regardless of your anger. By withdrawing your energy from things beyond your control, you reclaim a massive amount of power. You stop being a victim of circumstances and start becoming a master of your internal state. Marcus Aurelius often wondered why we love ourselves more than others, yet we value the opinions of others more than our own. We buy things to impress people we don't even like, and we censor our truths to fit in with the crowd. This is the ultimate form of self-betrayal. When you live for the applause of the world, you give the world the power to destroy you with a single critique. A wise man builds his house on the rock of his own character, not the shifting sands of public opinion. He does what is right because it is right, not because it will be noticed. Ask yourself, who would you be if there was no one left to watch? Anger is a temporary madness. When someone insults you, they are offering you a gift of poison. If you react instantly, you have accepted that gift. You have allowed them to pull the strings of your soul like a puppet. Stoicism introduces the gap, the space between a stimulus and your response. In that gap lies your freedom. A man who cannot control his temper is a man who can be easily manipulated. By remaining silent, by choosing not to react, you prove that your mind is a fortress that cannot be breached by the petty words of others. Silence is not a lack of words. It is a profound presence of self-control. There is a concept called Amor Fati, the love of fate. Most people merely tolerate their hardships, but the Stoic learns to love them. Every obstacle is an opportunity to practice a virtue. If you face a betrayal, you practice forgiveness. If you face poverty, you practice resilience. If you face a loss, you practice detachment. Instead of asking, "Why is this happening to me?" start asking, "How can I use this to grow?" The fire that consumes a small candle is the same fire that a great forest fire uses as fuel. Become the fire. Let every difficulty you face become the very fuel that makes your spirit burn brighter. Seneca observed that we are frugal with our money, but incredibly wasteful with our time. The only thing we can never get back. We spend hours scrolling through the lives of strangers, days harboring grudges, and years waiting for the right moment to start living. But the right moment is a myth. You are dying every single second. The time that has passed belongs to death. To live wisely is to treat every hour as a precious commodity. Stop saying you don't have time. What you are really saying is that your own growth is not a priority. A Stoic cuts out the non-essential so that the essential can finally breathe. The path of the sage is not an easy one. It requires the courage to be different, the discipline to be quiet, and the strength to be kind in a cruel world. But the reward is a peace that the world can neither give nor take away. You are the architect of your own soul. The phrases you speak, the thoughts you harbor, and the reactions you allow define the walls of your life. Choose to build something magnificent. Catch yourself the next time you feel the urge to complain, to judge, or to fear. Step back into the stillness. Take a breath and remember, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength